It feels. I mean, obviously it's working. The second week I tried it was Bridgestone, where I finished second. So I made a beautiful putt from about 10 feet on the last there to finish second. So it's been good. I putted well in the President's Cup, and it's worked really well for me. So hopefully it'll just keep going a little bit further.
Alistair.
Have you made a decision on next year's European Tour? When you join this year, will you stay a member next year?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I've really had I wished I had to play a few more tournaments, probably in the middle of the year, maybe around Wentworth time. It was tough. This year was, I was pushing it to make my 12 this year, and purely because I missed out on a lot of tournaments early in America. And that sort of, with Mum passing away late January, it sort of made it, the last thing I wanted to do was play golf, that's for sure. This year sort of changed a little bit, but I'm very happy that I've made the numbers up, and looking forward to next week and then Dubai as well. So. But I think next year I'm hoping to play like 15 events next year. That's my goal, is to play 15, we'll see how we go from there.
What's the difference between the PGA Tour and the European Tour? What attracts you to come back?
Probably about 25,000 more spectators, and I'd say. The fields are pretty much the same. Everyone on the European Tour can play just as good as everyone on the US Tour. A lot of people think there's a difference, but at the end of the day, there really isn't. Different types of style of golf. America's very much just tee it high and hit it as far as you can. Whereas Europe, a lot of courses in Europe are more, you've got to hit the draws, and you've got to hit the fades off the tee. And then you've got to work your irons, and there's a lot more courses over here where you can bump and run it into. It's just a completely different style of golf, and for me, it's been playing last week, and then here this week. It's just it's been an absolute pleasure to play these sort of courses compared to the America, and I've really enjoyed last week a lot to get me ready for this week. So I think it's really helped a lot.
Mark?
Is your dad going back to his roots on this trip at all after this?
He's already been. He's been to Leeds. He's had some Yorkshire puds and some mushy peas, and probably had them both together, knowing him. But my father has one sister left in the UK, in Leeds, and so he went back and saw her. He has two sisters in Melbourne, where he lives. So there's 4 of them left out of 12. And he's the only male that's made it over 70. And he's now 80. So he's fit as a fiddle, and apart from a dodgy hip, but he's doing well.
What's his name, Robert?
Don. D-O-N.
Does your playoff record help you in match play in certain situations if you draw on that?
Yeah, I think so, especially probably towards the end of any match. I've had a couple of tight matches the last couple of days. Obviously, the first day was pretty tight. I'm sort of 2 up with 2 to play, and then Martin came at makes birdie at 17, and you want to win, you don't want to halve. And then yesterday, I'm 1 up, or yesterday afternoon, sorry, I'm 1 up, with 1 to play with Sergio, and I hit an average second shot and got a really bad lie in the bunker, and so I was unable to make my birdie, and then he made birdie, so finished up square, and then I knew that I had to win today. There was no doubt about it. I just had that in my mind. I had to go there and win, and that was it. And I'm happy I got the job done.
Okay, Brian.
Yes, Rob, can I ask you just about the format? Are you a fan of the round robin format compared to the knockout?
I think this is a great format. I think this is the fairest way to play it. I think the greatest thing is you've got every player here until Friday night. Whereas, you know, in the past, you lose, you go home. And then there was other times where some players got a bye in the first round, and that doesn't seem fair. You know, just because you're higher ranked, you get a buffer. I believe this is the fairest way to do it. It doesn't matter who you play in your group, whether it's, you know, whether I've got Lee Westwood or Jeeves Milker Singh or Stenson, or Sergio or Martin Kamer, or, you know, it just doesn't matter who you play. But to actually have the chance to play 3 matches is a great way to do it. It really is.
I think
Did you think
last
you were
one.
in the water on 3 and 4?
I'm sorry?
Did you think you'd hit into the water on 3 and 4 today? You were right on the edge on 3.
No, I had plenty of club into 3.
Went round and back on it too. I just saw where it finished.
Yeah, it just finished. Yeah, I was just trying to hit a little, sort of a straight shot, little cut up against the wind with a 3-wood. It was probably a 5-wood yardage, but I didn't want to work it right to left. I was trying to work it left to right with the breeze and that. And I was just aiming at the sort of middle left of the green. You know, I'm only 3 feet away from perfect. So, and that's where I was aiming. And I knew it was, you know, I hit it plenty hard enough to get over. I mean, I had a lot of club in my hand. And then and then 4, you know, past days it's been a 3-wood. I did hit driver yesterday with Sergio in the afternoon. And then today, driver there's plenty of club there. And the good thing is the green's kind of soft, so it's just, you know, go ahead and hit a shot into the middle of the green, and that's pretty much it.
We have Angel, so thank you very much for all.
Okay.
Well played again today. Have a good day.
Thank you.